Okay, so today we're going to talk about self-lymphatic drainage or lymphedema massage for your arm that has got lymphedema. I am presuming that you've looked at my two previous videos on lymphedema DIY. The first is just about the workings of the lymphatic system, and the second is about working your deep lymphatics. Now, in my opinion, your success of controlling the lymphedema in your arm is really maximized if you actually have a regime of working your deep lymphatics, your whole lymphatic system. And then superimposed on that, you have a regime for your arm. Okay, so as I said, I talked about the deep lymphatics in the last video. And so we're now going to talk about our superficial lymphatics or our surface lymphatics. So our entire body, our skin, is actually a lymphatic organ as well, all right? And so it also has the capacity to transport fluid without accessing the deep lymphatics. So for example, let's say you've swollen your ankle, you've gone over on your ankle and it's really swollen. You might have had experience of this. If you actually massage the swelling kind of up your leg, you can actually visibly get rid of that swelling. So that's an example of skin as a method of shifting fluid. So we use our skin. So this is what we do when our lymphatics in our armpit have actually been removed or are no longer working because of radiotherapy and maybe surgery. So therefore, we're going to use our skin lymphatics to get excess swelling out of our arm and up towards our torso, towards our neck, our torso, so that then the fluid can actually be reabsorbed by our deep lymphatics. So arm massage on its own really isn't going to be that effective. It has to be combined with deep lymphatic massage. Now the difference between skin massage and the massage that we did on your deep lymphatics already is that it's much lighter. It's really very light, much lighter than doing a muscly massage. So if you're giving somebody a massage on their tense muscles, you kind of dig in quite deep, almost like rolling dough. Not that I'm a baker, but I've been told. But but this is much lighter, and if you go heavy, it really won't be that effective. So presuming that my left arm is actually the one that is swollen, all right? So I have already done a regime on my deep lymphatics. What I have got then to work out is, where am I going to bring the excess fluid from my arm? Which nodes would I like it to go to? So my axillary nodes, my armpit nodes are gone. The nearest probably are my neck nodes, and some of the deep nodes in my torso, and the groin nodes on that side as well. Or if you don't have radiotherapy scars on your chest, you can bring the excess fluid across your chest and towards the other armpit, okay? Now, if you've been working your deep lymphatics, but today you haven't done that, what I would suggest you do is just pick the nodes that you want to actually bring your arm swelling to. So, for example, let me say I want to bring them towards my neck and I want to bring them across towards this armpit here. Well, then what I would do is I would work on the nodes of my neck as previously shown, and I would work on the nodes of my left armpit before I go working my light massage, my skin massage. Or I might just work the nodes of the groin on that same side. So these are your three options: neck nodes, groin nodes, and opposite arm nodes, unless these two have been removed by surgery or been affected by radiotherapy. So those are your options. You might just massage all three to give you, all your options. Get your lymphatics, deep lymphatics working before you kind of go on the light massage. So presumably you've done your deep lymphatics and now you're going to start on the arm. So when we're trying to get swelling out of the arm, it is important to start with the skin that is going to link the top of our arm with the nearest nodes. So in my case, I'm going to actually work, and you would do this without any straps in the way, or clothing, that you would actually just massage lightly the skin between the top of the arm and the neck nodes that you want to access. Okay, so you would lightly massage that skin. So you're preparing your route, your exit route. Okay, so you would massage that. Again, it's light massage, it's not deep. Okay, light massage. Maybe you'll have worked a bit on the nodes along the clavicle, so you can kind of start bringing, some of just working the skin. So we're trying to soften the skin, making sure that the route to where we want to go is good. So I would work there. I would also work across to the other armpit. So again, presuming you've no radiotherapy burns in the way, you may have to go over them or under them. And same with any mastectomy, surgical scars that you might have. You kind of work around them. They're not going to go through the scar. The skin and patency has been disrupted. So you're just lightly preparing the skin that is going to be the exit route towards other lymph nodes. Okay, now I usually as well would get people to do a little bit of massage, kind of, you see, if you have a scar somewhere at the front of your chest, it is going to be hard to get some of the swelling, particularly from the back of your arm. That more naturally flows down towards your torso. So I would usually be doing kind of self-massage, and there's lots of lymphedema videos on this, on the self-massage regime, so you can have a look at some of those as well. But basically you want to prepare the route towards those groin nodes. So you want to kind of spend a few minutes massaging your exit route before you actually go to the arm. All right, so here we go. Massaging downwards. Some people like to take this in sections, so they might like massage from here first of all, and then they'll go a little bit higher and massage down. But whatever way you work it, you have your exit routes worked out and you've actually worked on the skin before you go to the arm itself. All right. So there we go. We've prepared our exit route kind of for this part of your arm, which will naturally go there. We have prepared the exit route for some of us who don't have radiotherapy scars going over towards the other armpit nodes. And then I think all of us usually have this available unless you actually have kind of tumours or you have surgical scars or something up here. So that route up into the side of the neck. All right, now we start on the arm. So you take sections, all right? So you're gonna kind of go maybe from the top quarter of your arm first of all and massage upwards. And again, it's light, okay? Light. The reason being, if you start down here and then you've a whole kind of very swollen area there, you're not going to get past that. It's going to be hard to get past that. You start at the top, you make sure that skin is nice and soft, and you'd find sometimes when you have lymphedema and it's been there for a while that the skin is kind of thick and doughy, so we want to make that nice and soft. Nice soft kind of normal feeling skin, even if it there's swelling underneath. So we're just literally bringing it up and then maybe up towards those nodes in the neck. Okay, bringing it up. Good. Bringing it up. Okay, or maybe bringing across, bringing across, and then swapping arms, bringing across. So really you're going to be bringing the top quarter of your arm, you're bringing it right up to the nodes that you have previously cleared. Okay, you pick the next section. So again, we're still above the elbow, and now it's going to be easier. Any swelling that's down around the elbow, it's going to be easier to get up out of the arm because you've previously worked on the top half. So there we go, bring it up and out, like that. The underneath part of your arm, try not to bring it in towards your armpit because those nodes are gone. So you're going to, with that one, I often find if I put my hand up like that, I can massage it down past my armpit and down around the back of my arm and into my torso, which I've also prepared as an exit route. Okay? So that's the way you go. What I find is that this area here, which is just inside your elbow, that tends to be a collection point for fluid. And it's just because of the crease of the elbow. It's a natural, I suppose, barrier to the fluid going down any lower. So people often find that they're a little bit thickened in around there. So with that, again, try not to bring it right up into the armpit, but you're bringing it across and up, okay? Across and up. So this is the way. You're avoiding bringing any fluid into the armpit and you're bringing it around and up, or if it's the back of the arm, you're bringing it down and back like that, round and back. Okay, so once you've done that, then make sure you follow it up. You can do nice broad strokes now, going from the elbow right up towards the nose, or right up from the elbow and across like this, or from the elbow down towards the groin on the same side. Okay, so we've now worked to the elbow. Let's go a little bit further. So maybe about halfway down our forearm. So there's my forearm, and again working that. Now again, try not to bring the fluid directly into the cubital fossa, which is your elbow crease, but you're kind of bringing it around the back, or you're bringing it this way, okay? So you're kind of bringing it around and out, up this way. If you bring it into the elbow crease, it's kind of going to get caught in the skin of the crease of your elbow. So just bringing it around and up. So like before, nice strokes, and eventually you're bringing it up towards whatever nodes you have chosen. And hopefully your lymphedema therapist will have given you more individual advice about this. And then finally we're coming to the hand. Hand works better if you kind of hold it up while you're doing it, and then just, I often find, particularly with the fingers, I'll just come close for you to see this, it's actually easier if you run both finger and thumb down along the sides of the fingers. So you're not trying to jam that swelling into those kind of, that skin at your knuckles there where it might not kind of get past there. You're going down the side. So anytime, there you go, like that. So each finger individually like that. Each finger individually like that. The whole arm should probably take you about 20 minutes to do, okay? You can spend longer, but the arm itself, as opposed to working the deep lymphatics, might take up to 20 minutes to do. And then I'm just kind of running down like that, along my tendons, and then working it up towards the forearm, and then hopefully working it up the arm and up towards the neck. So that is the basis of how to self-massage your arm with lymphedema. The main aim is to keep the skin soft and to keep the fluid moving. But as I said, if you have your deep lymphatics in good working order, then the fluid has somewhere to go. So thank you for listening, and best of luck with that. If you are finding that you're not really getting control of your lymphedema, or you're making it worse, you do need to get individual advice. But that specific regime actually does work for the majority of people, unless there are individual nuances. So good luck with that, and I'll see you for the next video if you want to look at a video for leg edema.